Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kaylee from the blog The Simple Cozy Haven, and I am so excited to have you join me for today's video. Today we are going to be updating our breakfast nook. So last year, right about this time, we added our little banquette into here, and I never got around to finishing out this room. It's just kind of been on the back burner. Like, we got it to where it was good enough to live with, but I am so excited to be coming today, and we're going to be doing two projects. But first, we are going to be swapping out the faux wood blinds that we had put in here right after we bought the house, and we're going to be adding these beautiful Roman shades from Veil. They are a newer company, and I am so excited that they reached out to me, and I'm loving the quality of these. I think that they look beautiful, and adding in the linen Roman shades just really warms up the space, which is what I feel like it needed. Since it's a north-facing room, it can kind of feel a little bit cool in here. So I wanted to start bringing in some elements that would help warm the space up, and I'm so happy with the color that I chose. And once we get the curtain set up, I'm going to be showing you how to make a fabric wrapped bench. So we're going to be adding a foam bench to the top of our banquette with some fabric that I got at Hobby Lobby, and I love the fabric color, and I'm wanted to pick something that would be easy to clean and not white. I have 3 young boys, and then my husband and I, you know, of course everyone makes a mess. So I wanted something that'd be easy to clean. I'm gonna Scotch guard the heck out of it after we finished it. But I just wanted to share these 2 little projects that I'm doing to help warm up and cozy up our breakfast nook and kind of get us along to the finish line. We've still got to build the doors. I know I'm talking about this forever, but that's literally our next project. We are almost done with the beams and the ceiling treatment in our living room. So you guys will be seeing that video next. But everything's coming together. We're slowly but surely getting things done, and I really hope that you guys feel inspired by these projects and feel that you can take them on too. Without further ado, let's take these blinds out and install these beautiful new Roman shades. So this is our current breakfast nook, and it's not bad, but it could definitely use some more warmth. A new company, Veil, reached out to me to collaborate on a video for you guys, and I decided to go with their Lena plain fold Roman shade. There are a ton of customization options, and you can even order fabric swatches to help you decide what you want to go with. So I ordered the color Burlywood Birch, and I felt that this was a beautiful, just natural grayish tone, and I'm so happy with that color. I went with an inside mount and a standard flat fold, and I did the cordless lift. And this is such an easy installation. All you have to do is pop off these little brackets that you will install into your window frame. And then all you have to do once those are installed, you just have to clip in the shades, and it is seriously so easy. I just drilled a pilot hole, that way it would be easier for me to attach these since our window frames are metal. And of course, I always have a hard time installing things, but I was determined to do this on my own. I learned that you kind of have to rock the shade from the back to the front to clip them in, and it was a little bit of a learning curve just to get them set, but it was really easy once you figured out how you needed to install them. I went with the privacy lining, and this isn't blackout, but I think it's just enough. And I'm a natural light girl, so every day during the day our windows and shades are open, but at night you can't see anything through these, which I definitely like. I love the linen feel of these, and the fact that I can have them shut during the day if I needed to, and it blocks out the sun, but it doesn't get rid of all of the light. And I love the opening and closing mechanism and how easy they are to use.
The only reason I keep sneaking out at night
Hey guys, it is now a few days later. Start our DIY no-sew benches for the banquette. I've got my wood, and all I'm going to do, so since it's cut down, you could even have Lowe's or Home Depot cut it down. I think they will cut it. It just depends, or if you can just use a little skill saw or something, or whatever you have. So I got that cut to size, and I have some Gorilla Glue spray adhesive. This is just to help. We're gonna spray this on the wood, and then we're gonna place our foam on top, and then we'll cut the foam to size. So I'm gonna lay the foam on there, that way like two sides are perfectly lined up and square, and that way I only have to cut two of the sides around. So once that's cut, then we're gonna come back with some quilt batting. You could use whatever you find at the craft store. This was just like a super large size, so I knew it would be enough. Then we're gonna like wrap that and staple it. This just helps keep the corners nice and helps your fabric. It's just an extra layer of barrier. I guess you might not have to do it, but I've always used the batting, so I'm gonna recommend that you do as well. And this is the fabric I chose from Hobby Lobby, and I don't know if you can tell on camera, but it's kind of got like a checkerboard print, like pattern on it. Just the way it was like woven, I guess. But I went with this color because I know that it's the best option for us with 3 kids. And then obviously I'm going to Scotch guard it after I'm done with this, but then we'll wrap it and I'll show you guys step by step. But this is like a super simple project to just add some coziness to your home. And I feel like we could definitely use that today because like the rain is currently coming in diagonally, and while the rest of the country is having, well, not the rest of the country, but a good majority of like the South and Midwest is getting snowstorms, we're just getting cold rain, and it's like 40 degrees, but then the humidity just makes it so much colder, and you're like, I'd rather it just snow and shut everything down because this is just miserable. So I'm hoping that this will help cozy up this little corner, and maybe afterwards I'll make a cup of coffee and enjoy that over here and start planning a trip. So I had never used an electric meat knife before to cut foam, but I found that it makes it so much easier and you get such a cleaner cut with that. But I was a little afraid to do it, so I enlisted my husband to help me with this part, and he cut this part perfectly, and it definitely helped the foam keep a nice square shape. So I had already glued down the foam onto our board using spray adhesive, and then we cut it. I did miss that part, so I apologize for that. But after that, what we did was we just wrapped the board in this batting, and I just wanted to make sure that it was nice and tight, so I was stretching it out, making sure that it would not have any wrinkles or anything, just so it could look its best. And we flipped that over, and then I started just going to town with our little stapler. I would love like a pneumatic stapler at this point, but it would make life so much easier. But I think I put about 300 staples in this project. But yeah, it's super easy. Just flip it over and then staple it, and make sure you're pulling everything taut whenever you are working on it, and it will look so good, I promise you. So once the batting was all stapled on, it was time to lay out the fabric, and I definitely recommend doing this on a large surface. That way you can make sure that there's no bumps or wrinkles or anything that would end up messing up your project. So we laid it out, and since this
fabric somewhat has a pattern, I wanted it to be as equal as possible, so we lined it up based on the pattern. You can kind of see the little squares, and we just went back and forth perfecting it. And once we were happy with the positioning, it was time to start stapling it. I wanted to make sure I gave myself enough of the fabric to be able to staple. Once I figured that out, I cut all the excess fabric off. That way I wasn't having to work around all of this bulk. I like to start in the middle and work my way out, and I stop about 6 inches before the end of the bench. And I don't have any great tips for doing the corners. I've just kind of found a hack that works for me, and I've been able to replicate it multiple times. So I just cut down that edge and then kind of make another cut at an angle, and I'll eventually come back and put a V in that side panel. And I know it probably doesn't look very pretty, but it works and it holds up, and it lays fairly flat along the banquette, so something works there. But again, this is just a good DIY. Like, I'm not a professional, don't come for me at this part. But I hope me sharing with you this not so pretty perfect part kind of just shows you that you too can create something beautiful for your home, even if you're not a professional. I'm definitely by no means a professional at all, but I have just slowly redone things and found how things work, and it's a lot of trial and error, which, you know, I guess that can also get fairly expensive on this type of project, but just take your time and just go with it. If it's not perfect, it really will be okay.
All right, so the rum and shades are in, and it's almost 9 o'clock at night. The dog is playing with her new toy. But I got the cushions done, and I think it came out really nice. So I'll scotch color it tomorrow, and I'll show you guys once it's all done. And I need to add pillows in here. We've been thinking about adding beadboard to the back to just kind of like create a back. So that might be on the project list later on down the road. It would match the cabinetry because we've got the beadboard in the back, and it's all the same color. So I think that might be something we do later on down the road, but you know, one day at a time. So, but it's much more cozy. I like it, and I think the boys and my husband will like it because I usually sit on the benches. But yeah, it looks super cozy in here. Now we just need to add some pillows. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. It was a little bit different, but I'm so happy with these small little changes we added, and I've got pillows to make, or probably just source. Honestly, I'm kind of over doing upholstery work after all that. But, you know, I just want to like add more coziness, and then I think we're going to do the beadboard along the back just to create a back to the banquette, and I think that'll help add a little bit more coziness. I'd love to wallpaper this room one day. Who knows, maybe that'll be a project later on, but not right now. I do not want to tackle that. So I do apologize that the lighting is like so hard to be able to like show you what the shades look like far away with them open. because like the sun on the outside just looks so crazy, but I think they look great. I'm very happy with them, and just kind of adding that softness and that linen and just that warmer grayish color, I just really think adds a lot. And then the bench cushions as well. And I was able to find one more thing. So my husband and I went to some antique stores this morning, which that's gonna be a whole nother video, but I was telling you guys how I wanted to find, so this is our bar, and I wanted to find a vintage or just like a silver tray to like start keeping like a few decanters or just some of our favorite bottles of liquor out here at our bar, and maybe like 2 of our fancier cups just out here, because this was like a coffee station and now we're turning it more into like a true bar-esque type ordeal. Nothing like super fancy, but just like I just wanted to just add more touches of like life, like the stuff that we use on a daily basis, and just elevate it. So that's kind of another thing I want to work on this year, is like elevating the everyday life through cozy living. So I guess that's my new tagline. But I was saying that like I really wanted to find some silver trays, and y'all, I found one today. I found this beautiful silver tray with handles. It needs to be cleaned up a little bit, and it has little feet, so it sits on little feet. I found this for $10, which is such a steal. And like, it's a pretty good size, so I'm gonna add it over here and show y'all. So I think it would just look so cute like right here, and I don't know, we'll add more to it and liven up the space, but I think that's really cute. I want to maybe put some art back here. I'm not sure, but really happy about that for $10. Like, I could not beat that. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope it inspired you and you feel that you could also create these cushions and these benches for your home. And I hope you go check out Veilville Curtains. They do have a few offers available, and I will leave all of that in the description box below. But I'm so happy with them. And yeah, I think it is just a really great company, and they're so affordable. So definitely go check them out and go get you some Roman shades or curtains. They have curtains too. And they also have bamboo shades as well. So y'all know I love bamboo shades. We've got them in a few places in our house. But yeah, so I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and I hope you enjoyed this video. And thank you so much for being here today, and I will talk to you guys very soon. Bye.